In anonymous surveys, women consistently admit to wanting something from Sigma males that they'll never ask for directly. It's not money, it's not protection, it's not even attention. What they secretly crave is something most men can't give, but you naturally possess. I've spent years analyzing relationship patterns, reading psychological studies, and yes, listening to what women say when they think no one's recording. There's one thing that comes up again and again when they talk about the men who truly captivated them. Today, we're diving into the 5 layers of what women secretly want from Sigma males. Each layer reveals something deeper about female psychology that most men completely miss. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your natural Sigma traits create a longing in women that they can't even fully articulate. Layer 1. They want to feel chosen, not needed. Think about it. Women are drowning in men who need them. Men who can't function without female validation, who collapse emotionally without constant reassurance, who treat relationships like life support systems. But you don't need anyone, and that creates something magical. When a woman realizes you're with her by choice rather than desperation, everything changes in her mind. She stops being your emotional caretaker and starts being your willing participant. Picture this. She's used to guys who text her constantly, who panic when she doesn't respond immediately, who make their entire mood dependent on her availability. Then she meets you. You have your own life, your own interests, your own emotional stability. When you choose to spend time with her, it's not because you're lonely. It's because she genuinely adds value to your already complete existence. Here's what she's thinking. He could be anywhere, doing anything, with anyone. But he's choosing to be here with me. That realization is intoxicating to women. It transforms her from feeling like a necessity to feeling like a prize. And women would rather feel like a prize to someone who doesn't need prizes than feel necessary to someone who's emotionally starving. The secret? Your independence doesn't push women away. It makes them work harder to earn your continued choice. Layer 2. They crave the challenge of earning your respect. Women have been taught that men will do anything for female attention. Doors opened automatically, drinks bought without asking, compliments flowing freely regardless of behavior. Most women are bored to death by this predictable dance. But then there's you, the Sigma male, operating by a completely different set of rules. You don't give respect based on gender. You give it based on character. You don't offer attention as a default. You offer it as a reward. You don't treat all women the same. You treat each woman according to what she demonstrates rather than what she promises. This creates something women rarely experience, the thrill of having to earn something valuable. Think about the psychology here. When everything comes easily, nothing feels special. When respect has to be earned, it becomes precious. When attention has to be deserved, it becomes meaningful. Most men hand over their respect like free samples at Costco. You make women qualify for yours. And the strange truth? This makes them want it more desperately than anything they've ever been given freely. She finds herself thinking, what do I need to do to earn his genuine respect? How do I show him I'm different from other women? Suddenly, she's not the prize anymore. Your respect is. And she'll work harder to earn something she has to fight for than something that's handed to her on a silver platter. Layer 3. They are desperate for someone who can't be controlled. Here's an uncomfortable truth about modern relationships. Most of them are actually control systems. One person learns how to manipulate the other's emotions, behaviors, and decisions. And honestly, most men are terrible at recognizing when they're being controlled. But you're different. Your emotional independence creates something women find both thrilling and terrifying. A man who can't be manipulated. She can't control you through guilt because you don't carry unnecessary guilt. She can't control you through fear because you're comfortable with loss. She can't control you through jealousy because you're secure in your own value. She can't control you through withholding because you don't need what she's withholding. This breaks her entire mental model of how relationships work. For the first time in her adult life, she's dealing with someone who operates from authentic choice rather than emotional reaction. When you do something for her, it's because you decided to, not because she manipulated you into it. Here's what's happening in her psychology. She's simultaneously attracted to your uncontrollable nature and challenged by it. Part of her wants to find your weakness, your button to push, your vulnerability to exploit. But another part of her is relieved to finally meet someone who doesn't need to be managed. The secret she won't admit. Being with someone she can't control makes her feel genuinely safe for the first time. Not safe from external threats, safe from her own manipulative tendencies. Layer 4. They want to be seen, not performed for. Every other man in her life wants something from her. They want sex, validation, emotional labor, social status, or practical benefits. So she's learned to perform versions of herself that give men what they want in exchange for what she needs. But you see her differently because you need differently. Since you're not desperate for female validation, you're not projecting fantasies onto her. Since you're not emotionally dependent, you're not trying to turn her into your therapist. Since you're not socially insecure, you're not using her as a status symbol. This creates space for something revolutionary. She can actually be herself around you. Think about how rare this is in her experience. With other men, she's constantly calculating. If I show him this part of my personality, will he lose interest? If I disagree with him, will he get defensive? If I have my own opinions, will he feel threatened? But with you, those calculations become unnecessary. You're not trying to shape her into your ideal woman because you don't need her to be anything other than authentically herself. Here's what she's experiencing. For the first time, she can drop the performance and just exist. She can have bad days without worrying you'll abandon her. She can express unpopular opinions without fearing your judgment. She can be complicated, moody, or imperfect without losing your interest. The secret? What women want most is permission to be human. Your emotional independence gives them that permission in ways that needy men never can. Layer 5. They long for someone who improves them through example. Here's the deepest layer. The thing women rarely admit, even to themselves. Most men either try to change women directly through criticism and demands, or they enable women by accepting everything without standards. Both approaches are relationship poison. But you do something completely different. You inspire improvement through your own example. You don't tell her to be more disciplined. You show her what discipline looks like. You don't lecture her about having standards. You demonstrate what standards mean. You don't demand that she become better. You become so much better yourself that she wants to rise to your level. This is psychological genius, whether you realize it or not. When someone criticizes her, she gets defensive. When someone enables her, she gets complacent. But when someone inspires her through their own excellence, she gets motivated. She finds herself thinking, he makes me want to be the best version of myself. Not because he demands it, but because being around someone this together makes me see what's possible. Here's what's happening. Your personal standards aren't imposed on her. They're demonstrated to her. Your growth mindset isn't preached to her. It's modeled for her. Your self-improvement isn't demanded of her. It's inspired in her. The secret she won't say out loud? She's tired of being with men who either try to fix her or accept her stagnation. What she really wants is someone whose excellence calls forth her own excellence. You don't make her feel broken. You make her feel capable of becoming extraordinary. Now here's the pattern that connects all 5 layers. Women secretly want to feel like they're earning access to something valuable. They want to feel chosen by someone who has choices. They want to earn respect from someone whose respect matters. They want to be with someone they can't control, because that makes the relationship real. They want to be seen by someone who isn't desperate to see anyone. They want to be improved by someone who's already improving himself. Notice the common theme? You're not the one doing the wanting. They are. This reverses the entire power dynamic that most men get trapped in. Instead of you chasing their approval, they're earning your attention. Instead of you proving your worth, they're demonstrating theirs. Here's what women will never tell you directly. They're bored by easy men. Men who give everything away for free, who have no standards, who can be controlled with basic manipulation, who need female validation to function. These men are relationship junk food, immediately satisfying, but ultimately empty. You represent something they rarely encounter, relationship nutrition. Challenging, substantial, and genuinely satisfying in the long term. The woman who finds herself drawn to your Sigma energy isn't looking for someone to complete her. She's looking for someone worth completing herself for. If you're a Sigma male watching this, understand that what women secretly want from you is exactly what you naturally are. You don't need to become someone else. You need to become more yourself. Your independence isn't something to apologize for. It's something to amplify. Your standards aren't something to lower. They're something to maintain. Your self-improvement isn't something to hide. It's something to accelerate. The question isn't whether you can give women what they secretly want. It's whether you're confident enough to be authentically yourself while they figure out how to earn it. If this video revealed something about female psychology that you'd never understood before, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below with the word chosen and tell me which layer surprised you most. And if this video helped you see your Sigma traits as advantages rather than obstacles in relationships, smash that like button and subscribe for more insights into the psychology of attraction and authentic masculinity. Remember, you don't need to chase what's already attracted to you. Just be authentically yourself and let them do the work of earning access to that authenticity. Until next time, stay unreachable. Video length, approximately 14-16 minutes when delivered at natural speaking pace. Word count, 2,089 words.